Today we are going to discuss some previous questions which comes under the topic speed, distance and time. Okay, these are the questions which are asked from the year 2011 to 2016 from the topic speed, distance and time. There are 10 number of questions in this topic and we can discuss these questions one by one. Okay, we can directly go to the first question. First question is: A and B walk around a circular park. They start at 8 am from the same point in the opposite directions. A and B walk at a speed of 2 rounds per hour and 3 rounds per hour respectively. How many times shall they cross each other after 8 am and before 9:30 am? This says that A and B, two persons are moving around a circular park and their speeds are given, that is two persons A and B are walking around a circular park. One is moving in this direction and other is moving in this direction. A is having a speed of 2 rounds per hour and B is having a speed of 3 rounds per hour. Okay, this says that these two persons are moving in opposite direction, that is one is moving in this direction, other is moving in this direction, and to find out how many times they are crossing each other in a time interval of 130 hours, that is from 8 am to 9:30 am. Okay, whenever a question like this is asked, that is like two persons are moving around a circular radius or anything like a perimeter, that is a square or a rectangle, if they are moving around a perimeter, firstly we need to find the relative velocity between these two objects. That is, here the relative velocity, since they are moving in opposite direction, the relative velocity between these two objects are, it should be added to get the relative velocity, that is speed of A plus speed of B gives the relative velocity, that is 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 rounds per hour. That is 5 rounds per hour is the relative velocity between A and B. What is the indication of this relative velocity? This relative velocity indicates that they are crossing 5 rounds in an hour. It indicates that they are crossing 5 times in an hour. Okay, what is if they are moving in opposite direction? If they are moving in opposite direction, that is one is what is if they are moving in same direction? If they are moving in same direction, that is both are moving in this direction. Okay, what is the relative velocity between these two? The relative velocity between these two will be the difference between these two velocity and it will be 1 round per hour. Okay, and that means that they are crossing 1 time in 1 hour. Okay, here what it means? It means that they are crossing 5 times in 1 hour. Then how much time they are taking to cross once? That is the reciprocal of this relative velocity, that is time taken to cross once. Time taken to cross once is equal to 1 by 5 hour for a round. Okay, what is this 1 by 5 hour for a round means? 1 by 5 hour means that is 12 minutes. Okay, how we can get this 12 minutes? Just multiply a 60 with this 1 by 5 and we will get that time in minutes. That is, they are taking 12 minutes to cross once. Then how much time they are crossing in 1.5 hour? How much 1.5 hour is? 1.5 hour is equal to 90 minutes. Okay, then if you need to check how much time they are crossing, how much times they are crossing in this 1.5 hour, we need to divide that 12 with 90. Okay, number of crossing in 1.5 hour, number of crossing in 1.5 hour equal to 90 divided by 12. Okay, what is 90 divided by 12? It will give us 7 point something. Okay, that is they are crossing 7 times in 1.5 hours. Okay, then 7 will be your answer from the option. Okay, we can go to the next question. Next question is: In a 500-meter race, B starts 45 meters ahead of A, but A wins the race while B is still 35 meters behind. What is the ratio of the speed of A to B, assuming that both start at the same time? Okay, here they says that two participants are there for a race, that is the race is for a 500-meter race. Okay, A starts from here, and in the another racetrack B starts, but B is starting 45 meters ahead of A, that is B starts from here, that is here the distance is 45 meter. Okay, and B finishes 35 meter behind A, that is when A completes 500 meter, B is at 35 meter behind A, that is B is covering only a distance of B is equal to 500 meter minus 45 plus this 35, that is B is covering only a distance of 420 meters. At the same time, that is the time taken to cover this distance, and A is covering a distance of 500 meter, that is time taken by A to cover a 500 meter distance and B to cover 420 meter distance is same. Okay, then what is the speed of A? Speed of A equal to distance covered by A, 500 meter distance is covered, and the time taken by A. Let us assume that the time taken by A is T. Okay, because they both are taking same time to cover these distances. Okay, then the speed of B is equal to distance covered by B, that is 420 meter, and time taken by B, that is the same time they are taking A and B, both A and B. Then what is the ratio between speed of A and speed of B? Speed of A is to speed of B equal to 500 by T is to 420 by T, that is 500 divided by 420, it is equal to 25 by 21, that is the ratio between speed of A and B. Okay, next is the third question. Third question is, two cities A and B are 360 km apart. A car goes from A to B with a speed of 40 km per hour and returns to A with a speed of 60 km per hour. And what is the average speed of the car? That is, two cities are there. The cities are A and B. That is, one city is A and other city is B. And these cities are 360 kilometers apart. That is, the distance between these two cities is 360 kilometer. One car goes from A to B, and that is at a speed of, one car goes from A to B at a speed of 40 km per hour. After reaching B, it returns to its starting point, that is from B to A, at a speed of 60 km per hour. Okay, a car goes from A to B at a speed of 40 km per hour and it returns to A at a speed of 60 km per hour. Then we need to find the average velocity for the whole journey. Okay, we have studied a formula for average velocity, that is average velocity is equal to 2s1 s2 divided by s1 plus s2. What is this s1 and s2? These are the two speeds of an object for a particular journey. And when we can use this equation to find the average velocity? We can only use this equation if and only if the distance covered for the two different speeds are same. Okay, we can only use this equation if and only if the distance covered for the two different speeds are same. Okay, here the distance covered is same, that is for the first part of the journey from A to B and B to A, he is covering a 360 km distance. Since the distance covered is same, we can directly apply this formula and find out the average velocity. Okay, is equal to 2 into 40 into 60 divided by 100, and the answer will be 48 kilometer per hour. Okay, what is if the distance covered is different for different velocity? Then we need to apply the formula average velocity is equal to total distance covered divided by total time taken. Okay, if the distance covered is different for different speeds, then we need to apply this formula. And what is the formula for 3 speeds if they are covering 3 equal distance for 3 different speeds? The formula for 3 different speed is, to find average velocity, is equal to 3 s1 s2 s3 divided by s1 s2 plus s2 s3 plus s1 s3. Okay. Now the fourth question. A worker reaches his factory 3 minutes late if his speed from his house to the factory is 5 km per hour. If he walks at a speed of 6 km per hour, then he reaches the factory 7 minutes early. The distance of the factory from his house is, that is, a worker is going from his home to factory. Okay, there are 2 cases given. In the first case, case 1, he is moving at a speed of 5 km per hour, that is speed 5 km per hour. And if just think that he, on his usual speed, he is reaching his factory at a time of t. Okay, let his usual speed be s. Okay, at his usual speed s, he is reaching his factory at a t time. Then in the first case, they says that a worker reaches his factory at a speed of 5 km per hour with a time 3 minutes more than the usual time. That is, time will be t plus 3. Whenever you do this problem, just keep in mind that this t plus 3 is taken in minute and this speed is in kilometer per hour. Okay, then the distance covered will be, let us take that distance is a d distance. Okay, we need to find that d. In case 2, the worker is at a speed of 6 km per hour and he reaches his factory 7 minutes early in that case. Okay, that is t minus 7. He is taking 7 minutes less for that particular journey from his usual time, and the distance covered is again the same distance. Okay, and what will be the usual speed of the worker? It will be between these 5 and 6. Okay, and if we goes like this, we know that the distance in these 2 case of journey is same, so we can equate that distance and we will get the time by doing that. Okay, that is d is equal to, from the first case, d is equal to speed into time, that is 5 into t plus 3. Okay, from the second case we will get that again d is equal to 6 into t minus 7, 6 into t minus 7. Okay, equating that we will get d is equal to 5 into t plus 3 is equal to 6 into t minus 7. Okay, then for solving t, we will get 5 into t plus 15 is equal to 6t minus 42. Okay, then t will be, we will get t as 57 minutes. Just keep in mind that we have taken this t plus 3 in minute, so we will get the answer also in minute. So to find our distance, what we need to do? We need to do that, put that t in any one of these equation. If you put that t in this equation, we also in this equation we will get the amount for the distance, and also we will get the distance from this equation also. Okay, I am taking this equation, and d is equal to 5 into t plus 3. Okay, this 5 is in kilometer per hour and this time is in minute, so we need to convert that minute to hour. How will you convert this minute to hour? Just multiply with a 1 by 60. Okay, and we will get that distance as 5 kilometer. Okay, either you can put in this equation or this equation. How in other way we can do this question? In one case 1, he is moving at a speed of t plus 3. Time taken in the first case is t plus 3. His usual time is t, and time taken in the other case is t minus 7. And what is the difference between time taken in these two cases? Let us denote this time as t1 and this time as t2. Okay, what is the difference between time taken in these two cases? That is t1 minus t2 is 10 minutes. Okay, that is t1 minus t2 is equal to 10 minutes. That is, in one case he is 3 minutes late to his factory, and in other case he is 7 minutes early to his factory. That means that the difference between that time is 10 minutes. Okay, then t1 will be distance covered for that journey and divided by speed for that that distance he divided by the speed, and again t2 will be d divided by speed for the journey, 6 km per hour is equal to 10 minutes. Here also 5 and 6 are in km per hour and 10 is in minutes, so we need to convert this minute to hour, divide there with a 60, and solving this we will get that d by 30 is equal to 1 by 6, which implies d is equal to 30 by 6 and is equal to 5 km per hour. Directly we can solve for d in this case. Okay, now the fifth question. Two cars start towards each other from two places A and B, which are at a distance of 160 km. They start at the same time 8:10 am. If the speeds of the car are 50 km and 30 km per hour respectively, they will meet each other at. That is, they are saying that two cars are starting their journey from 2 points, that is, one from A and other from B. Okay, one car from A is moving at a speed of 50 km per hour and other is moving at a speed from B to A at a speed of 30 km per hour. Okay, together they have to cover a distance of 160 km. We only need to find the time taken to cross each other. Okay, how we can find that? The distance they need to cover is 160 km. Here what is the purpose of these two cars? To get cross each other. Since they are moving in the same direction, that is opposite each other, their their speed is to be added to get the relative speed between these cars. Okay, here their purpose is to cross each other and they both are contributing for the purpose. So the relative velocity will be the addition of the two speeds. That is, relative velocity is equal to 50 plus 30 is equal to 80 km per hour. Okay, together with this speed of 80 km per hour, they need to cover a distance of 160 km. That is, we need to find the time. Time is distance they need to cover, 160 km at a speed of 80 km per hour. That is 2 hours. They require 2 hours to cross each other. Okay, when they have started their journey, they have started their journey at 8:10 am. After 2 hours, the time will be 10:10 am, and that's 10:10 am will be your answer.